Da 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 da. It's the Roundtable Magic Podcast. It's the Roundtable Magic Podcast, where we talk about the stuff in the pony world. We got Toon.
Yo.
We got Bliss. We got Golden Box and Voice the Analysis.
Okay.
And you got me, the #1 keyframe of the Keyframe Productions, who's the real one running this guest. And we got our special guest, better than the rest, it's ChiChi!
Hello!
Because it's the Roundtable's Magic Podcast! Yeah! Jazz hands.
If you couldn't tell, we're talking about music today.
Yes!
Yeah.
See, this is why people like it when I do intros, because I cater to the guest. I cater to the topic.
I swear, you hijack these more than cartoons does.
Hashtag key for Roundtable intros forever.
You also like to interrupt whenever a Toon Critic likes to start his.
Well, yeah, it's better that I actually do the intros and contribute than interrupt. Anyway, welcome to the Roundtable's Magic Podcast, where we talk about ponies and everything related to ponies. And today, we're talking about music in the show and in the fandom. So, like I said during the introduction, we have our special guest, ChiChi.
ChiChi! You said ChiChi! Oh my!
ChiChi is me and ChiChi.
Congratulations! You're a jerk!
Me and ChiChi are OTP. Yeah.
Yes.
But
yes.
So first things first, we're going to talk about, unlike usual things where we talk about something we like and didn't like, we're going to talk about things we like, but in the show and in the fandom.
Voice might get this. Voice might get this. We're spreading the power of positivity.
Yes.
Oh, yeah!
So let's start with our special guest, ChiChi. Talk about, the first thing we're going to talk about is songs from the show that we really like. So take it away.
Oh, gee, that's always a hard one.
Only pick one, though. That's
I think
Roundtable rules. I don't think you didn't really explain the whole Roundtable rules. We pick one thing that we liked, and then we just pass it on, and then we go in reverse with the show. Like, I'm guessing we're doing songs from the show and then songs from the fandom, just to make it easy. So, there we go. ChiChi, take it away.
So for going songs from the show, I think it's probably the polka battle between Pinkie Pie and Cheese Sandwich. That was just brilliant. I just loved it.
Yes.
Why, though? I'm curious.
It just had a little bit of everything. It was fun, it was energetic, and it also had a reference to the Smile song, a brilliant one at that. And I just love the way everything intertwined. And that whole episode is just brilliant, I gotta say.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's my song!
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, God. I love Pinkie Pie. That's such a good song.
Episode.
Well, I mean, like, you
Yes.
count the episode as one big song at this point, but it's amazing.
Oh yeah,
So-
I mean, yeah.
So yeah, ChiChi, if you have nothing else to say about the song, you just pass it off to one of your lovely assistants today.
Except of course in order to make sure that I don't buy some else's.
One say already.
Over here. My hands right.
Would you like to say something?
Yes, I want to go next.
Okay, go ahead.
Eva.
I am not a diva, man.
Did somebody have chocolate milk before the stream?
Maybe.
Someone needs to go and take the Roundtable's Magic title card, like the art, and just Photoshop like a feather boa and sunglasses onto Bliss.
I am not a diva. Man, that's gonna be my trigger word.
We're saying it out of love. Anyway, what's your favorite song from the show?
That's so gonna be my trigger word now. Mary Sue and diva are now my trigger words.
Triggered.
I have to say, and this is on a personal level, and just been lately how my friendships I feel like have been getting a lot stronger in this past few months. I know it's gonna be corny, and I know it wasn't one of the best season finales of the show, but the song still holds dear to my heart, and that is "A True Friend Helps a Friend Indeed."
Aww.
A true friend helps
Help them see a true friend.
As a friend, you just need a light, a chance from a true friend.
That must
I
That's
love,
really sweet.
and it has so many remixes. A lot of them are really good, but yeah, the original still holds special to my heart because I've been bonding a lot with my friends lately. Like I'm, I see Toon as a brother now. I see Key as a sister.
Yay.
Yeah, I love all you guys. You're like my odd family.
So does that make me a monkey's uncle?
Uncle Boyce and Uncle Joey, both of just.
Uncle Boise.
But so yeah, I love that song too.
It's a good song, and I mean, again, it holds true to what I mean. Listen to the lyrics; it holds true to what it's all about. It's what the show is all about: friendship and helping those in need. And we do that all the time in our circles. I've noticed. I mean, here's Zach trying to help out a friend who got mugged and trying to help pay his rent so he doesn't get kicked out on the street. I mean, if that ain't a true friend, I don't know what is. Or like, or Dr. Wolf spotted me at BronyCons to make sure I got there and was safe and all. Or everybody coming to my aid to make sure that I was safe when I was going to a con or something. And sorry, that's my husband in the background. But yeah, the song. I love that song. And I am rambling, and I will pass it on to
Me.
Kate.
Yay! Okay, so my choice for favorite song from the show, and I mean, like, the thing is that I don't want to talk about the obvious one that's my favorite song because, well, I love it and it's from my favorite episode, and I think it's one of the most moving songs. The thing is that right now it's actually tied with another song from the same character, and it's the tie between the two songs, but I'm going to talk about the one that's my personal favorite because of personal reasons, because I'll have more to talk about. It's a tie between Pinkie's Presence from Heartwarming Tale and Pinkie's Lament from Pinkie Pride. But I'm going to talk about Pinkie's Lament because that's the one that has more of a personal thing with me. I like Pinkie's Presence because I'm a huge jazz nut. I love classic rock and jazz, and that one is like so awesome, and it's Pinkie. But to talk about Pinkie's Lament, which to me is such a personal song, and for one thing, Pinkie is my favorite character from the show. She's the one I identify with the most. She's someone that tries to make someone really happy and puts other people's happiness before her own. She is like, and while she may not be the most tactful at times, she definitely has her heart in the right place. And she tries to use her strengths, which is her spontaneous creativity and optimism for her advantage, though that sometimes comes to a detriment because she feels like, these are the things that I'm good at. And then in the context of Pinkie Pride, here we are, there's someone who can do it just as well as I can, and everyone's swept up by that because it's something new. And, I mean, she moved to Ponyville presumably because, her talents did not really belong in the field that the rest of her family was. So she had to move somewhere else. And she loves her family, we've seen that. So I can just imagine how much that must hurt when you go even deeper into it. Just the entire plot of Pinkie's Lament, and I know it's weird to say plot for a song, but it's a very story-driven song. In that, all she wants is to make people smile, but she feels like if everyone's just looking at this person who's just as good as her, which is pretty much her, and they don't see her anymore, they don't view her anymore, it's like, is my purpose even really worth it? Was I supposed to be doing this thing? And her not just lying down, she was trying different things and trying something new, but none of it satisfied her as much. And then just the building crescendo when she sees how many people she did make happy and being like, there's only one Pinkie Pie, and that no matter what, she's going to be her, and she's the party pony because she's Pinkie Pie, she's her. And there's just something about it that really uplifts it. And Pinkie's been my favorite character since the beginning, and that just solidified it, being like, yes, this, when people ask me, why is Pinkie your favorite pony, that's what I point to. And it's such a personal, it actually was such a personal song to me. In my senior thesis in high school, when we had to do a song thesis and talk about it, I chose that as my thesis song. And everyone in the class listened to it, and they were like, this is from My Little Pony? How is this from My Little Pony? So yeah, I'm very, very happy. But that's my choice. That's my choice of favorite song in the show.
Okay.
Dude.
So I'm going to pass it off to someone different today. I'm going to pass it off to someone who has one of the most adorable little girlfriends in the world. I mean, she's so sweet and kind and everything, and this person's very lucky to have her. So I'm going to pass it on to British Ninja. I kid. I'm passing it off to Voice.
Oh, why? Thank you. And also, and I'm pretty sure Sega thanks you if she's in the chat. Is she?
I don't think she is.
I think so.
Okay. Well, I was okay. Now while everyone was talking, I was contemplating on what I would pick as my favorite show song. But then I decided, you know what? I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm not gonna choose
again.
I'm not gonna choose a show song. I'm choosing a song from a movie. And
Oh,
that's right. You can do that.
Yep, and I'm choosing Under Our Spell from Rainbow Rocks.
Yes.
Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah, good choice.
One of the best villain songs I've ever heard from the show, and keep in mind the only one I've other than This Day Aria.
And maybe like in our town, if you count that as a villain.
Yeah, and yeah, I guess in our town.
That's a great
Rainbow
one.
Rock-
I love that.
Under Our Spell was by far the best song in the show because it not only did it showcase the singing talent of Kazumi Evans as Aria, but
No, it's Adagio.
Oh, Adagio.
Ario's tails.
Yeah, sorry, as Adagio, but it shows the progression of the entire sequence of the whole battle of the bands, and in some of the most jaw-dropping music, jaw-dropping animation, and it even maybe confirming shipping or not.
I know what you're referring to.
But one of the best parts of it is that the whole song about you're the whole blindsided by the beat, stomping your hands, clapping your feet. You know, we got you. You fell for it, and we're singing about it.
That is the best victory lap that I could ever think of.
This was before the and keep in mind this was before the this was before the epic gloat that was Welcome to the Show. And also had I only chose Under Our Spell over Welcome to the Show because the album took out the instrumental part.
Why?
The best part of it took out the best part of the song.
Oh.
It got rid of the epic guitar battle in the middle and
just went straight to sunset.
Just went straight to Sunset. I mean, Sunset was great, but I preferred the guitar solo.
But you said your favorite song was Under Your Spell. Isn't this Welcome to the Show, or?
No, that is Under. But if I could pop in for a minute. After we're done going around, I do have something I gotta say about that movie after everyone's done.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, I think Under a Spell is probably my favorite song. So I shall now pass it off to our host, TK.
Okay, now my choice is... I got a little bit of flack for this choice, but I don't care. The most fun song... Here's a song that I really enjoy. I love the tempo of it. I love. I don't love what it represents, but I love what the beat for it. I love the the lyrics to it. The Flim Flam Brothers song.
Oh yes, I love that one.
Now Fox over here is giving me a death glare. Fox is
I
giving me a
love
death
that
glare.
one.
Trust me, it's a great song. It's not even a villain song, just a very upbeat, swingy
It's a reference
song.
to Music Man. That's part of what I really love about it, because Music Man was one of the first musicals I went out to see. So seeing a reference in there was like, yes, I get what they're doing.
Yeah, Flim and Flam are great singers too, and they work off of each other really great in my opinion.
You know, Toon, that should be the $500 goal, is that cartoons and keyframes sing the Flim Flam Brothers theme.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Oh no! Don't!
Yeah.
Why horror score my buddy old Pomo Chow?
As long as I do Flam's part, then I'm good.
Yeah.
That would be great. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So 500, horror score and cartoons sing.
We're at 511.
Fine, 550.
Okay, fair enough. All right. But yeah, I really love this song. I love seeing people do it at cons and see their version of it. I remember at Ponyville Cider Fest I saw these two cosplayers who actually dressed up as Flim and Flam do a spot-on version of it. I'm just like, that's very impressive, honestly, that you were able to nail that. I would have gone with The Magic Inside, but it's too generic. I'm like, really? Is that generic? It's one of the best songs in the show, one of the best sung songs in the show. So, but yeah, the Flim Flam Brothers song is mine. Does it have a name, or is it just the Flim Flam Brothers song?
It's for Speedy, Cider,
It's the name of the episode. That's the name of the song.
The Flim Flam song, I think it's called.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, that's my pick. Well, now I'm going to pass it on to someone I'm very close to, someone that I look up to in a way. I'll pass it on to Golden Fox.
All right. Well, let's get one thing out of the way. To the chat, I am not losing my mind over what TK picked. I don't hate the Super Speedy song. In fact,
That's the best part of the episode.
in
Honestly.
case you haven't noticed, or in case it wasn't obvious at this point, Super Speedy Cider Squeezy is no longer my most hated episode. Newbie Dash took that place.
Just do what I do, babe. Ignore the chat.
So
Oh,
I'm just letting them know, because it's just like, oh god, they're following the old trends. No,
Anyway.
yeah,
Yeah,
carry
yeah.
on.
Take the song.
I will get to it. I just need complete silence.
Okay.
Just making sure you don't interrupt. No, the song I pick, I know that whenever it comes to whatever's generic and such, it doesn't bother me. I know that it bothers some people, but I don't care. I don't care if people say it's garbage. I will always love this song, even if there's another one that... The Magic Inside from the main attraction.
Well,
That's
looks like he
a
took my
good
other
song.
pick. That works too.
Explain.
So anyway, the thing about that song is, yeah, it's generic. It's one of those songs that's feel good, and it's teaching you that, you know, we're all human beings, or we're all just as normal as everyone else, and we all make mistakes. Yeah, we've heard this type of song many times, but just because they did this song, followed this formula multiple times, doesn't make it bad.
Yeah.
But they're like, this is one of those songs that actually put me into tears.
It's a very emotional song.
It did. It was a very emotional song, and it fits well within the episode because of, you know, the conflict that Rah Rah was going through. And yes, I'm calling her Rah Rah, not that complicated.
Countess Coloratura.
Yes, and Gallop, go suck it. I am aware that a particular someone called the song garbage because of its generic
Don't
lyrical
stir the
meaning.
pot, baby. Just talk about why you like it. You don't need to point out why other people don't.
No, okay, if you don't like the song, that's fine.
But why do you like it?
I like it because I actually have a connection with. Like, okay, everybody has a connection with it, but this is a song that I just think about whenever it comes to me being like anything but perfect, and that's something that we all need to know about. We're not perfect, even if, you know, you're highly successful to a lot of things in life. If you're I'm not going to use that word, but if you're highly well known, if you're very talented, you're going to be making mistakes. That's part of human life. And part of that imperfection, part of the gift of having that imperfection is just improving and growing. Because if you're just perfect and you make no mistakes, you go nowhere. There's really no purpose. There's no point. And these types of songs, like The Magic Inside, encourages that. It encourages that line of thinking. And not only that, I just thought it was just very well performed. And I think it deserved the award, the Emmy Award.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it rightfully deserved it.
So is that all you have to say?
Yep.
Well,
All right,
we're going
fan songs.
All right, now we're going backwards.
wait,
Now we're.
wait.
Oh wait, actually, ChiChi before can say her thing first.
Okay. Well, first, I actually realized this is not from Rainbow Rocks. It's actually from... goodness, I just remember. Oh, yeah, Friendship Games. One song in there that would have been my pick if they just went with it would be More That's Out There. Because in the movie version, they have Twilight singing, and it's basically she's singing about how she wishes there was more. She knows that there's another her out there and stuff like that. And it's fine. But
I know what you're talking about.
such a good
The duet version.
The duet was the best.
Exactly, because I don't know if it's still out online or anything like that, but they had these storyboards because it was originally going to be a duet between her and
Sunset Shimmer.
Sunset.
Shimmer, thank you. It was supposed to be a duet between them, and it sounded so good, and it brought that whole parallel between the two of them together, and it was just, why did they not go with it?
One reason, because shipping.
Friendship Games is a better. Let's just say this: Friendship Games would have been a much more intriguing movie if it had the deleted scenes that we saw in it.
Yeah.
Well, there's some things I'll have to take a look at.
But anyway, so we're going in reverse order. Babe, what is your favorite Fandom song?
Oh, we're going to favorite. I thought we were going to least favorite song.
No.
No. We're
We're going to start the
positive
positive.
All right. It's a little too cliche to pick Lullaby for a Princess, so we're just going to leave that under the wraps.
But we all enjoy the song, so.
Yeah, so it's
There's
like...
nothing wrong with picking a quote-unquote cliched choice.
Yeah, but I also want to go for, like, something that isn't cliche all the time. Well, I just had a brain fart. No, come on.
We do it live!
Okay. This is always going to change. Whenever it comes to a favorite, a favorite Fandom song, it's always going to change back and forth because there's always going to be one that'll top over the other. And this one I'm going to pick is from PrinceWhateverer. It's called, it's that derpy song.
Oh, Between Fairy Tales and Happy Endings.
Oh,
That
I
one,
love
yes.
That's a great one.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's, because, okay, on the outside, it does tackle on the, the insecurities of being a disabled person. And that speaks a lot for, those who suffer from different handicaps, and they're heavily discarded because of that. But in general, everybody is different. And if you're discarding somebody for being something that's obviously different, you're pretty much doing a disservice to humanity when you think about the impact that they're having.
Hmm.
And it's just like the way the song was written, some would argue that it sounds like someone would be whining. I disagree if that's what, they would say. But no, what were the lyrics? What did I do?
I got it. Oh God! It's like my fifth favorite song.
I know. Oh
Could you
God!
How could you try and change
You've
your
always been. What did I do?
Wrong? I never wanted any of this. I'm sorry.
See, there we go, guys. There we go. We got it.
You got it.
It's like, well, I'm sorry that I'm not like you. Okay, I'm who I am, and that's kind of how the song is laid out.
Not that person, but I was gonna make a really mean joke, being like, "That's the person you are. That person sucks."
So yeah, I think that's something that it's not just related to those who are different. I mean, the song that comes close to that I would have picked was Forest Rain's "Good to Be Different."
Oh, yeah,
It was also really good, but between the Fairy Tale song, I just think that's something that's a little more universal whenever I listen to it more.
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Forest Rain song.
I know, but is there anything else to talk about, or are you going to pass it off to back to Toon?
I'm going to pass it back to Toon because I don't want to keep people waiting.
Okay, so my favorite pick from the fandom. This is a song that when I heard it, I fell in love with it on the first time, and there's a small handful of songs that have been able to do that, but this one like caught me like off the first 10 seconds of it, and that is Wonderbolt by DBPony.
Oh, that's a good
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every pony now!
I am a huge lover of rock, and I felt this song had just the right amount of energy to it.
You introduced me to this song too, so I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Question, Toon. Which version you prefer, the original or the piano version that's also very famous?
Well, for those who probably knew, I did do a cover of the instrumental piano version, and I enjoy both of them the same way. I love both of them. I just found that the piano one I could actually do because I can't keep up with the rock one, but the rock one's always going to be my favorite. I love the lyrics behind it. I love the flow behind it. I love what it stands for. I love just the perspective of the song, the lyrics, the perspective of it, if you know what I mean. DBPony is a great musician. I highly recommend him to anyone.
Yeah, he goes by Cookie Soup Music now.
That is such a cool name, Cookie Soup. I love it.
I want some cookie soup. I just imagine that's what happens when you take like a lot of chocolate chip cookies and puree them and then mix them with warm milk.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, apparently the way he defined his cookie soup defines that is when you break up a bunch of cookies, you put milk in there, and then you just kind of eat it like cereal of sorts.
Oh, it sounds so good.
That's called Cookie Crisp.
No,
Cookie Crisp.
It's like oatmeal, but instead of oats, it's cookies.
Do they still make Cookie Crisp?
Yes, they do.
I think they do.
Yeah, it's still in
I
stores.
hope so.
Anyway, is that all you have to say, Toon?
See, the other thing, there is one other thing. Hey, everybody!
Hello?
Ah, cartoons! We don't want you here!
Toon was too lazy to put the icon up here, so whatever. Yeah, I'm just gonna say my piece real quick. My favorite fandom song is Horse Famous by Nowacking. I love that song. I love that it's a parody of freaking... I love that it's a parody of freaking Rockstar by Nickelback. I love the lyrics to it, because in our community, there are some idiotic Horse Famous people, and honestly, this song is for those believers who, if they think one day they can be as horse famous as me and like all these other schmoes up here. Yeah, keep on. Have fun. Keep on dreaming.
Who are you calling a schmo, you mo?
I'm calling you a schmo, yo, fro, yo, and yo.
Isn't Schmoyo a name of a YouTube channel?
Exactly. Anyway, yeah, that's my piece. I'm gonna hand this back to who was before me. Yeah, hey, yeah, voice, you go and do that.
Okay. A little backstory before we talk about my favorite song. I used to have a playlist of all my favorite. Actually, I still do have a playlist of all my favorite fandom songs on my iPod, and I think it's about like 78 of them. I think I have on that iPod, and there are 10 songs that were like, if they ever come on next, I refuse to skip it because they're that good. And the one song I refuse to skip, and it is my favorite song. I sang it at BronyCon. It's "Awoken" by Hateseed and WoodenToaster.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
a great one. I remember that. I remember you singing that too.
I did.
Yes.
Sorry.
it's alright. I love that song just on the context of the song. Like this person who's done nothing but, as they said, nothing but cause pain throughout their lives, and this is their big redemption song. I've learned, honestly, like, he's only learned nothing but misery, pain, and causing others harm, and like he's had enough of this, and now it's time that I get some real friends in my life and start something new.
It's kind of a sequel to Rainbow Factory, isn't it? Sort of, kind of.
Yeah, it is kind of.
Yeah.
So, is that it?
Yeah. Actually, give me 1 second. Actually, if anyone else wants to talk about the song, I just have to switch up my AC because the lights went off.
Well, I guess it's time to pass it off to Bliss.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay.
Wait, it's my turn. It's my turn.
Yeah, I thought it was your turn.
I'm sorry. I've been more focused on giving Pearl a Game Grumps face. Okay, so like I love fandom stuff. I got into the show through the fandom because I actually watched fandom stuff before I watched the show proper. And I have to say that throughout my long span of 2 years in the fandom,
it's a long 2 years.
That's a lot of stuff has happened in 2 years to make it seem longer. But there is one song that always sticks to me on a very personal level, just because no matter what, when I think of fandom music, I think of this. It's What Your Friendship Means to Me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, really?
ChiChi was the one who sang it.
Oh my god!
Aww.
And
It was fate that she was the guest on this podcast.
yeah, but it's like, I remember, because I've listened to a lot of songs, but I remember watching this, I forget, I think it's called like CS Animations or something, and they had a lot of small animations of like Fluttershy singing songs, because Fluttershy was their favorite, I guess. And I watched like the Discord one where it's like something like that. But
Something
there was
fantastic?
one. Yeah, Something Fantastic, which I also love. But listening to the song What Your Friendship Means to Me, it just, because the fact that I've gotten so many friends because of this fandom and everything, it's a song that when I listen to the chorus line and stuff, it's just, it means so much to me, because it's like, I hope and I want my friends to know how much they mean to me. And if, God forbid, because, a situation like that can happen where, you get into a fight with someone, or like something happens and you just want to, and you don't mean for it to happen, you just want to be like, just let me in because your friendship is part of me. And when I first listened to that song, I teared up, because it's such songs that have that kind of topic just resonate with me, because I'm always afraid like something will happen and I won't have such special friends that are my family. And that's a song that it's like, that's a song that's basically a representation of how much I love my friends and how much they are to me. And it's such a beautiful song, and I'm so happy it exists.
I'm tearing up right now, oh my god!
ChiChi, come here, I'm giving you a hug, burrito bro. My burrito bro.
If I had to pick another song more, I would like, not what you picked, but the one I should have picked, I would have immediately picked that one instead of Between Fairy Tales and Happy Endings.
Open the door.
No, not that one. There was another song. I don't care.
I love that song.
There was another song that ChiChi was in, and it actually made me shed a tear because it was a beautiful, like, a cappella song, and that was Chant of Immortality.
Oh, that one was
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, man, that one.
But yes, so
like I said,
and I hope Toon takes the effort to make a little playlist of the songs that we mentioned in this.
Oh yeah,
and like
definitely,
I said,
definitely.
My feelings are always going to change back and forth on whichever ones are my favorites.
Yeah, but that's my song, so I will pass it off. I will pass it off to our favorite rainbow bringer, British Ninja. 2 for 2.
You are going to wear that joke down into the ground. You are going to beat this horse until it's dead, and then dead.
I will die with my meme. Lightning Bliss.
Ooh. Returns of mystery, thought you had control of me. I'm offended, you're so surprised.
I know what the song is. Oh, why did I pick one of those?
I have that one.
And I've already planned your demise. Oh,
What
by
song is
far
that?
one of my favorites from Black Gryphon and Michelle Creever and Fast.
Getting Stronger by Black Gryphon. Black Gryphon is my favorite artist. I'm surprised I did not pick freaking one song from him, but anyway.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? That's my favorite one.
Yeah, by far those are all, a lot of those are my favorite. But still by far is my most favorite because it is so playful.
Bliss, your audio is fading in and out. You might want to fix that.
Yo.
It's doing the thing that it used to do to Eliora when she was on here.
Well, it's not doing that now, so
That was weird.
why now?
Try again.
Have you tried turning it off and on?
What's this?
Did you set it to Wumbo?
Wumbology? The study of Wumbo? It's first grade, Blissy.
Is that any better?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, you're
yes,
good.
better.
I so fed up. I don't know what causes that, and I can't tell if it's my internet or not. But anyway, yes, that one is my favorite out of Black Gryphon and Michelle Creever because it's very playful. It's like it's evil, but it's got a great beat to it. And I mean, and lately, I threw out the idea to cartoons and Incubus Aeon of Dreams if the three of us could do a duet of this song because yeah, it is actually three people singing. It's Black Gryphon, Michelle Creeper, and Basic. And I thought, wouldn't it be great if Thunderblight, cartoons, and Incubus Aeon of Dreams sang the song together? And I even drawing up an art piece for it. But yeah, I love villain songs that are fun and playful like this, and they're confident. And yeah.
Gotta love that
Because it won't
evil.
last much longer, because I keep getting stronger.
Quick,
I see,
everybody,
it's
if you're a fan of Black Gryphon, what is your favorite Black Gryphon song? Mine is Fighting Back.
How to be a
Isn't,
brony.
isn't there a cover?
Faster
Is
than
it-
you know.
Yeah, mine
Probably
is
Moonlight.
Are We There Yet? But, like, just asking, isn't the cover art for Getting Stronger, like, Sombra, Chrysalis, and Tyrek?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Okay, I was always, like, I was trying to make sure that I was thinking of the right one.
Yeah, it's the right one. It's just so much fun to hear that song, and I play it every Halloween too. So it's like, and Halloween's coming up, so I'm very happy about it. And I will pass it on to ChiChi.
Okay. This is always. See, the thing is that there are a lot of really good songs, and it's always hard to pick just one. But I gotta say, right off the top of my head, just because it's so deep and it really resonates with me, it's Apple of My Eye, and it's by Rhineflow and Feather.
Mm.
Oh,
And
that
it's
one is
such a
good.
beautiful song.
I haven't heard
Oh,
from
goodness.
Feather in so long.
What happened to Feather?
Life.
Ah.
Real life. We can't all be horses. Also, ToonKritic, check your Twitter. I said something.
What did you do? Hang on, before we get into this, what did you do? What did you do? Give me a minute. I gotta see what exactly she put. I have my phone
Something I
right
was
here.
doing, it was something I was doing while we were all talking. Are you gonna? Is it up on stream?
No, I have to drag it from Twitter and stuff. I'll show it on the post show, but like,
Okay.
jeez.
Oh my god.
Anyway, continue. Why do you love that song so much, ChiChi? Also, thank you for liking that tweet.
Part of why I love that song so much is that it talks about a character that I feel like doesn't get enough attention, Granny Smith. It talks about her perspective on raising Apple Bloom, Applejack, and Big Mac all by herself, and about watching them grow up and live, and just about the passage of life. It has a bittersweet tone to it. And Brian Flo is an amazing rapper. He really needs to get more attention. He also did this one song called On Hold, which he did in a collaboration with Your Enigma, which is another very good song. You better check that out. And there's just something so heartfelt about it. It touches you in a way that not many other songs can.
Where did the song touch you?
The implications of that question.
Right here.
Key.
And I'm pointing to my heart. I'm sorry.
The pun is making her melt, Key. I hope you're happy.
Oh no! Burrito bro, no!
But yeah, so that's it.
Okay. All right, so we're at the end of this. Actually, it was not as long as I thought it was going to be. But hey, that's the good thing about these shorter casts. It means more attention, retention thingy. Anyway, so with that being said, go ahead and put down in the comments what your favorite songs from the show and the fandom are. And as you're watching this live on Twitch, thank you to all who showed up for that. If you would like to watch whenever these Twitch things go live, go ahead and hit that watch button below. That'll notify you whenever these streams start up. I do streams on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. And might as well get this out of the way now. Next week is when season 6 comes back, so there's a lot of hype as to what we're gonna do with that episode. Well, I am happy to announce that the guest we are going to be getting for our next episode is Mad Munchkin.
Yay!
Munchie.
Unfortunately, I will not be there because I will be upstate with family.
Ah, that's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
And there's no internet.
Ooh, that makes it even worse. Oh well. Now, that stream, normally we have these at 5 p.m. Central, but because Maddie lives overseas, next Sunday stream is going to be at 1 p.m. Central. So, keep that note for you guys when you want to see this next Sunday.
That's 2 Eastern, 10 Pacific?
No, 11 Pacific.
11 Pacific.
And 2 Eastern. I think. Yeah,
Okey-dokey.
alright. That being said, I will see you guys